We are back for spring semester and we are T-minus 4 weeks from our very first event. So we gotta get it going, So our first event for spring semester is the Inclusive Leader Breakfast.
When we first piloted the Inclusive Breakfast only 3 career fairs ago, we got to talk to a lot of the companies as well as a lot of the students about how this was something that was missing from the career fair. So, you know, the career fair students are very nervous, like they want to make sure they secure that internship, but the breakfast really gave the students a chance to relax, be themselves before all the stress, and talk about their identity, talk about what really makes them them, and like how they can bring that to these internships in these different companies.
Okay guys, so the breakfast is coming up and we need to let students know that this awesome event is coming up soon and they need to put it on their calendars. We're going to be handing out, and it has all of the companies that are coming on the backs. And then we're going to be hanging these posters all around Nelson, so people will be able to see them everywhere they go. And then at the career fair itself, all of the companies are going to have this banner on their tables.
Having that banner will tell the students your identity is welcome with us, and we want a diverse pool of students to come and be interns and maybe future employees at our company.
I'm really excited to see the reception and the breakfast, because I know last year we had 21 companies come out, and this year now we have Belk, Lord, and the select group coming out. So
Nice.
It's really nice to see the new companies, you know, want to have a diverse pool of students in their companies.
This year's signature sponsor is VF Corporation, and so we like to have the signature sponsor up close to the podium because they will be doing the welcome, they will be giving some opening remarks, so we want to make that easy for them.
So how many companies will we have there?
It'll be 16 companies in the room.
I know we have a lot of interest. Why just 16?
So we have a lot of interest, but for your company to be in the breakfast, to be in the room, you have to be able to hang.
Okay.
You have to be able to actually talk about diversity, actively be doing diverse and inclusive practices in your company, because students are going to be asking the hard questions.
No, that's actually a really good point what Paige said, because after my first breakfast, I learned about some of the tough questions you should be asking the companies, and I took that the next semester at the supply chain event, and I asked them, I said, how is your company going to support me with my journey in diversity and inclusion as well? And he was like, honestly, I don't know how to answer that. And you know, it was a really eye-opening moment, because that's when you realize that not every company maybe has that in mind for you.
So what we're working on right now is the tabletop content for the Inclusive Leader reception and breakfast. The tabletop content is mainly for the students to see what the company is about, what company it is, and what their diversity and inclusion initiatives are, their statements. We go from website to website to find these initiatives online from these companies, and we put them into our different slides and print them out into tabletops that look like this. So the tabletops provide a very approachable way to engage with these companies by easing the environment, easing the dialogue for these students when they approach the companies. One thing that caught my attention last semester when we did the reception and the breakfast was that some companies, when we were searching for their initiative statements, sometimes we couldn't find one at all, they were nowhere to be found. Sometimes they were more difficult to be found, and then some companies were right there in the front, easily to be found. And those companies really showed that they were about their diversity statements, that they were about their initiatives, and that they truly are striving for a better and more inclusive work environment.